said men are lost, I will give you opportunity um, to defend your position.
Hello?
You got the mic. Yeah, you got it.
Okay, like you just said, that if they have their preferences, then they should keep it as that. Why are you down talking black women? That is my whole issue.
Well, I'll tell you exactly what happened. They do a show. It's like, I don't know, let's say about 5,000 men watching. One of them asked them the question, do you go to the dating app Black? And they gave their response in an entertaining, comical way. So you can't make it seem like they just came and just kicked down the door and took a crap on black women. No, they were asked and they answered.
No, they did kick out the door. All they could have said, no, we do not frequent the app Black. But they want to say, if you want to date Shaniquas and whatever,
Yeah,
what
what's
was
wrong?
the what was the reasoning behind that? Why are you trying to steer men from dating black women? If you don't date them, that's fine. That's your
What's
preference. That's fine.
what's wrong? What's wrong with them? In a comical way, making a joke about it. How was that big of a deal?
It's degrading. They say the same thing about us women. They talk about Cynthia G, but they do the same thing. They have the same talking points.
How did they got the same talking points? They didn't say abort. They didn't say abort female babies. They didn't say kill female babies or or they didn't they didn't call for genocide. They just said I don't put my penis in them, and they made a joke about some Shaniquas and Letitias. How was that the same as Cynthia G?
They say black women are ghetto. They don't listen. Whatever else Fresh said was uncalled for. It was stupid. But if we turn around to the
Um.
same thing, they're
Well, okay.
crying
All
and
right.
whining.
So saying black women are ghetto and don't listen, is the same as calling for the murder of black male
No, I'm not
babies in
talking
the
about
womb.
Cynthia G. I'm talking about them. We're
You
not
know,
taking it for Cynthia G. She
you
has her
brought
own talking
you
points.
yeah, I know, but you brought her into the conversation when you said they're doing the same thing as Cynthia G. Did you not?
They are degrading black women, just like how they say she is degrading black
Okay,
men.
they do a show, and most of what they talk about, they don't mention black women. They always say women. Most of their critique of women is a critique of women, and a lot of it is social, like a lot of the social programming that came from feminism and this whole thing with modern women and how modern women operate. And they're talking, they're basically just having the debate back and forth with women over, modern dating topics. Okay. You can't in any way, shape, or form say it's the same thing. I mean, you introduce Cynthia G into the conversation where her whole channel is literally about, just kicking dirt on black men all the way to the point of saying abort black
But
male babies.
Cynthia
So
raised a lot of good
you
points.
can
Black men can never say
oh,
what they
okay,
like
here we go.
about black
Here,
women.
here we go. We'll
She
say that again.
raises a lot of good points. Yes, I disagree with something she say, but she does raise a lot of good points.
Okay.
Most of these black men, they get on their platforms and they say black women this, that, but they can never say what they love about us. We're always online saying what we love about you black men. Always, we're always on the front lines for y'all. Yes,
You
we
just
are.
saw in the same video with Asian Dow, you just saw a black man putting a cape on for all her dysfunction. I haven't even made it to the part of the show when I talk about Joe Button, who basically did the same thing that you're saying that black men don't do. The stuff that you're saying black men don't do, not only do they do it too much. They overdo it.
I don't
even
think so. I
even
don't think it's on the same level
even in
as
a
black women.
situation, hold on, even in a situation where a woman just showed literally the worst type of behavior, disrespecting men running a platform that makes like $200,000 a month. They running $1 million platform in their house, in their place of business, and she went in there, disrespected, and talked over them. And the black male response to that, most of the black men are criticizing them for demanding respect on their $1 million platform that they built. Like, are
I
you
understand
serious?
that. I understand it's his platform. I don't
Like, out
disagree
of
with.
all the things that black women need, getting their ass kissed more is not one of them. Like, yeah, I get I'm like, come on, like that. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm not talking about how he runs his platform. He has the right to kick whoever out. It's his podcast, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But I've watched many of their podcasts. The way they treat black women versus the other women are completely different. And versus how they treat the men are completely different. He lets some of the men, I guess, over talk, have side conversations. But as soon as a woman on the panel does it, he loses his shit. You can't tell me I'm lying. I read
Yes,
one of the
yes, yes, I
comments where
can.
they
Yep.
said Kodak was on his phone the whole podcast and he said
Okay.
nothing to him.
That part I don't know about. I didn't see when Kodak was on there. So that part I can legitimately say I don't know. One thing that I will say is this is that on that show that those men built, the women, yeah, they're the props. And demanding, and then this is a show where they teach men how they're talking about dating.
Your
This
cat
modern
is
world.
ridiculous. I'm not
And this
chasing. I'm
and
here
then what
having
are you doing? What are
a
you doing? What are you
debate with you.
stop. Hold on. Are you talking to me or are you talking to the chat room? What just happened? Hold on, wait, I muted you. Hold on. Look, did you just interrupt me to talk to the chat room?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let
Did you
me
just
rest in my
did you
feminine and
did
let
you
you
did
talk.
you just do the same bullshit that you that we talking about? Did you just
I apologize.
here
Let
you
me
are
rest in
guilty as
my
hell
feminine and let
trying
you talk.
criticizing those men for how they handle women on their show and you just came up and did the same shit in a different way. You're gonna interrupt me when I'm talking on my show to argue
I
with the chat room.
apologize.
That's the same shit that she did that got kicked off the show that made y'all go digging through their archives to pull up whatever y'all could to try to find a moment where they said something about black women so y'all can say, see, they hate black women. No, they criticize that bad behavior. When that bad behavior happened with white women, black women, or whatever women, those women get put out all the same and you know it. So come
No,
on.
they don't. No, they
They
don't.
do that.
When I watched
We
and
can
a white
we can
woman
find
poured her
hold
liquor on his equipment, all the other times they kick a black woman, they're like, it's always the black girls. It's always the black girls.
that's nonsense. I mean, I don't have it set and ready to go. This would have been nice to pull up a montage of every woman that they kicked out, and also pull up a montage of women who got out of pocket that if they were like you would say if they were black they would have got kicked out. I think they've kicked white women out. I would damn near say faster because there was times where they've kicked some white women out, and I was like, okay, she did something, but she didn't really do nothing. Like they wanted to kick somebody out for the show. It was times when I've seen them do that. But every
Exactly.
every every race gets it when it comes to that. Every race gets it comes to that. You climbing up on the cross to just be a victim right now.
No, it's not
Every
to be a victim. It's what I've noticed.
I don't even I bet you don't even watch the show that much.
I do. I actually watch the show. My friend introduced me to them, and as soon as I watched the show, I peeped their energy right off the top, and I watched their show all the way through. It's long. It's tedious.
Yeah, it is a long tedious show. And but somebody who watches the show, I mean, again, we can't confirm it empirically, but he's saying there, he's saying what I naturally perceived is that overall they probably have kicked off more white women than black women, but the ones who have really wowed out and got violent, most of those have been black women. I don't think a white chick ever got violent on there, but they have got kicked out. I'm like, I think
A white woman
they kick
poured her
white women out.
liquor out on his. A white woman poured her liquor out on his equipment.
Oh, and they just set her down and just went on talking about
No, they
relationships.
didn't say it's always the white women destroying equipment. But as soon as a black girl do something, it's always the black girls. It's always the black girls.
Okay. Um, I didn't see that. I don't know if that's true, but there is a such thing as an ethnic reputation and a confirmation bias that can come with that. I will I'll reach across the aisle and grant you that point that sometimes yes, there can be a confirmation bias if one group
Yes,
has a
but my
reputation.
thing
Hold on,
is,
wait,
isn't there an ethnic?
hold on. If one group has a reputation of doing something more, when you see them do it, it jumps out more. But the reason that they gained that reputation of doing that something more is because guess what? They do it more. That's how they got the reputation of it. So it's you're in a situation where you're complaining about the ethnic reputation, but the reputation, I mean, come on, it was earned. Y'all are black women boast and brag about being hard to
Okay,
deal with
but
and
the thing
hard to
is,
handle,
you are
and you
correct,
gotta.
but have every group has their ways. But when a Hispanic girl does it, they call it spicy.
Oh,
She
bullshit,
No, no,
bullshit.
that is the truth. That is the truth.
That is bullshit. See, now
No, that is
you're
the truth.
doing. No, listen. No, what you're doing is you're conflating a few things. There is a such thing like
I'm
they
not
got
conflating. I'm
no,
saying
they got the little title, the little tag, spicy Latina.
exactly for
But
doing the
if it
same behavior. So they
no, no,
condemn
no,
black
no,
women for
no,
doing
no,
it.
it don't get called spicy if it get
Yes, it
all the way to
does.
the point to
No,
where
yes,
she done
it
got
does.
violent with you. That's when it gets from spicy to assault. Spicy is
No,
just, no,
you're
that's
being
listen,
disingenuous.
I'm
You
not.
know they
No,
call it spicy.
it is a such thing as spicy, and I hear black men say all the time, "Ooh, I like them feisty." They be talking
Okay,
about
when they're
black women.
cussing them
I be
out, slapping
talking.
them
I be
upside their head, they call it
bullshit. See
spicy.
that
But when a black girl does
that's
it,
where you
she has an attitude. She
hold
has an
on.
attitude.
Hold on. That's where you get into the point of you crossing over to the bullshit realm. It's one thing to say for a dude to be like, and
I'm gonna agree to
black dudes.
disagree.
Hold on. Black dudes say this all the time, referring to black women, and I don't like it. I wish that wish that black men wouldn't say this, but
Thank
they
you for
all
saying that.
stop it. Black men will say this all the time when it comes to black women. They will say, "Oh, I like them feisty. I like a feisty chick." They will say stuff like that, and that's them saying that they like a chick feisty. That's sort of the same thing as that spicy Latina. Some dudes like a chick that do get a little aggressive because they like to subdue them women and then make them get feminine. They like to see the contrast when let's just go ahead and say it. They like to see the contrast when they having sex with that woman who's a little spicy and attitudey. Like that's a different thing from calling out full-blown dysfunction. A chick that's showing some full-blown dysfunction who happens to be Latina, that she's then she's left the realm of spicy. So what you're doing is you're trying to conflate the two things. Utter dysfunction and getting violent, that's not spicy. But being a little fiery and passionate, okay, then there's some dudes that like that shit. I don't understand it. I don't like a
But what do they
fiery.
call black women who are fiery and passionate? What do they call them?
I just explained it. They say, you hear dudes saying that, shoot, ooh, I like a feisty woman. You hear stuff like that all the
No,
time.
they call us combative.
No, they call you combative when you combative. They call you disrespectful when you're disrespectful. Like, we know the difference. A dude who like feisty women know the difference between a chick who's just a little vicious with the tongue, and then you go back at her, and then y'all kind of go at it a little bit, and y'all end up fucking later, or off the intensity that y'all built up earlier. We know the difference between that than an outright disrespectful bitch. Don't talk to us like we stupid, like we don't know the difference.
I'm gonna agree to disagree.
All right. That's cool. Thank you. You came up and defend your position. That's more than what most do. I greatly appreciate you coming up.
I
Come
do that
again.
because I
Mm-hmm.
do love our culture. I'm
Mm-hmm.
South American. I love our culture, and it saddens me to come from South America and see how American black men treat their women.
You said it saddens you to see how American black men treat their women.
Yes.
Okay. What's I don't even want to go back down another rabbit hole. I
Well,
don't even
thank
want to go
you.
back down another rabbit hole. I was about to ask you how do we treat our women from your
You
perspective,
see it on these
but
platforms.
oh my goodness, see, it's the fact that you no, all right. I'm gonna drop you.
Thank
That's a whole
you.
nother rabbit hole. That's a whole nother rabbit hole. But all right, no, thank you for coming up to defend your position. Thank you for coming up to defend your position. I appreciate it. All right. We